Hello. Okay, good day everyone. Thank you for coming into this YouTube channel, Trade Live with Precise Trader. Okay, today is 30th of September and US session, and today is the last trading day of the month, and let's look into the market. Okay, before we move on, let's look at the risk disclosure. Day trading in foreign exchange is risky. Past results are not indicative of future returns. The content on this webinar is mainly educational purpose. Use your information entirely at your own risk, and you must assess the risk of your trade with your broker before you put in your trades. So with that, we move on to our live analysis. Okay, today the key data that was out is we had our Australia interest rate announcement, which was forecast was 3.6 and came out the same, that means unchanged at 3.6. Then after that, I think there was a press conference. Then we had a German prelim CPI. Okay, forecast is 0.2, came out to be as expected 0.2, and we also have a Canadian bank holiday. Then we have from the US at 2200 hours Joel's job opening, CB consumer confidence, and President Trump is going to give a talk at 2300 hours Singapore time. So just do take note of all this data that is going to be out. Okay, then let's move on to our trades. Okay, we had a very good move today. In fact, we were expecting this gold to drop, but honestly, we were expecting the drop to happen during US session, but it came out to be earlier than expected. So then we had a good move overall. I think this we had a very big move, and we managed to catch the move with some minimum losses here and there, but overall I think we did quite well for today. Now let's go and discuss in detail of because we don't have any open trades now, and we want to initiate some trades, and of course I'll be sharing my view before we get into the trade, so at least we can get ourselves focused. But as of now, we can wait to have a entry, because we don't have to be in a rush to take an entry, because we have already taken the profit. Before I move on, okay, let's just quickly, I just want to share with you the report which we generated this morning at 11:15 Singapore time, 11:15 in the morning. So we were just quickly saying that, okay, this is the uptrend on the weekly and limited up on the daily, and macro view is we look at hourly and 15-minute time frame. Basically, we are telling this time is basically what is the chart, what is the time frame we are focusing. So on the hourly also we have a limited up on the hourly. Okay, so meaning to say that the price is expected to turn. So then the market, when we were preparing the report, okay, the market did broke the previous high, and it went to a high, and our forecast target forecast was 386575 and 85. So, and these are the highs we can expect, and these are the low for the day, and this is the analysis which we have given this morning. So gold is in a limited up trend on the daily, while above this, and a break out above 3835 is seen on the hourly and 15-minute, with the price target of this level, which is 3865, 3880 and 3915. So expect the price to creep higher until the target is reached. Trade cautiously with price target in mind, and watch 3825 closely. A break below could signal warning of the top. Okay, and alternatively, if 3825 breaks, expect a deeper consolidation. So then today is the final day of strength expected, which we already indicated this morning. And Asian session is showing strength while US session is lacking strength, because yesterday itself the US did not go up. So which is an indication that the probable that the price is coming down. Okay, then so price is approaching the target and a potential top, and weakness in the US session could be a clue for a reversal. So what we are saying is, if tonight if we see a down close, then we for sure we have seen the top on the gold, and we expect the correction. In fact, I think a few reports ago we were saying that we were expecting the strength to be until the end of September, and October is going to be a correction month, and November, December is going to be an uptrend again. So this is something which, if you are interested, then probably you can look at our reports and probably you get some idea on how to play the game. So now location, this is trading at a multi-year highs on all time frames, and the hourly target is expected to be 3865. Okay, that is our projected target. And we have not seen, at the point of publishing the report, we have not seen the pivot high, and the pivot low was 3825, moving up with a PT hook above 3835. Expect the price to creep higher towards this level, and a pivot low is confirmed. So meaning go for a buy near this level. So this prerequisite plan, okay, trade within this range. Okay, entry exit within this levels and slightly lower near this, but remain cautious. So if breakout happens on the high, wait for confirmations of a top and hold buy near this level. So overall, I think morning we gave a call on two calls. Okay, morning at 11:15, we said go for a buy at this level and try to exit at 63, 73 and 78. Then we go for a sell at 68, 70 and stop loss at 77, and TP was this, but I think this was much lower, and the price came off, and the high was only, I think, 71 if I'm not mistaken. So we're looking at this. Yeah, so the high was 71.7. Okay, now let's go in detail how to trade this and how can we capitalize on this move. So now what we are saying is the top at 3872 is confirmed. Most likely it is confirmed. So now we should be going for a cautious buy if we are going for a buy, and our strategy should be wholesale. Okay, because now we expect the price to move towards 37, 20, 25 at least by this week. Then if it breaks, then the next major support is 36.30. So this is going to be a correction. So now how can we trade this, and where can we put our trading orders? So now we are seeing this 6-hour chart, because we have to look at the hourly first. So when we look at the 6-hour chart, this is the level, and the strength is expected to last for another 2.5 hours. So when we look at the 4-hour chart, this strength is going to continue for another 22 minutes. Then of course when we look at the 2-hour chart, then this is the maximum high we expect on retracement. Then we should see this low break and towards 37.60. So now how can we key in these orders? So now what we are going to do now is we are going to key in staggered entry levels. Okay, staggered entry levels. So meaning to say we are going to put our stop at 40. I'll put it as 51. Okay, 48 or 48 or 51. That should be our stop. Then our entry wise, okay, if we are expecting a pullback, I wouldn't expect the price to go beyond 32, 35 and 38, around that 38 level. So these are the key levels of pullback which we were expecting. Then what we are expecting is, okay, right now we are seeing based on the 15 minute, okay, based on the 15 minute, okay, right now we are seeing this pullback. So we would try to take a trade at 38. So we are going to do two ways. We are going to trade on two assumptions. One is, okay, we want to go for a sell after go for a sell and hold after 2 hours 20 minutes. So I'm giving you this clue. So I don't want to go for a sell before 2 hour 20 minutes. That's my first condition. Then the next condition is I would want to sell at 38, and remember 51 was our stop. So we can go for a sell at 38 and 45, okay, as two staggered entry. Then the TP wise, we should be exiting at 28. Okay, let me clearly see this. So the TP should be at 2815, 3815, 3805, and of course break this low, can go lower, okay, 3780. So how we can trade this and get the maximum output is, we will wait one for the break. That means we will go for one conservative profit, then we will go for one aggressive profit. Okay, so the conservative, I think we are putting a sell at 38, 38, stop at 38.48, and the TP is 38.05. I think this can be a valid signal. Then we want to go for another entry, okay, another entry at 38.45, okay, remember, and 51 is going to be our stop loss, okay. And this one probable, I may want to wait for a deeper pullback. That means expect the low to break. So that means we can look for about $50-60 move. So if we get it, of course we make a good profit on this. So I think these two are worth considering, and we have to do it. Okay, now I repeat again for those of you who have just joined. Okay, the only thing I can tell you is, okay, we are going to go for a sell and hold, because right now what we are seeing is, this is the Elliott wave pattern downwards which we are seeing now, okay, on the 15 minute, which means to say that this is the third wave which has just completed. So now we are looking at the fourth wave correction now happened. The fifth wave should be lower than this, towards somewhere near 3770 or even lower. So now we can go for two entries. So now the only clue I'm going to give you now is, don't be in a hurry to go for a sell. We can sell at after 2.5 hours, okay, to 2 hours 20 minutes or 2 hours 15 minutes to be more precise. Go for a sell after that level, or if you see 38 or 45, okay, then we will go for a sell. Okay, these are the two conditions. But on the other hand, if you see the price breaking by any chance, if it starts to break 38, let's give you a very conservative level. Okay, 38 15. Okay, 15. Then meaning to say that probable the price has seen the high, and we may not be able to see that 38 getting filled or 38.45 being filled. So we are being very clear, crystal clear on this. So we are going to go for a sell in or near 12 o'clock at 38 or 45. So by any chance, if let's say the price starts to move at 12 o'clock, let's say the price moves further above 38, then I may want to cancel the 38 and I may want to go for a sell at 45 and up. So, so I I I want to show that, okay, just have this in mind, that you try to sell at 38 or 45. Okay, 45, and the time should be between Singapore time between 11:45 to 12. Okay, when either one of these conditions is met, then we can go for a sell. Okay, then the next one we are going to discuss is the gold euro. Okay, looking at the gold euro, okay, we are is telling us the similar picture, meaning to say that most likely we have seen the top at 3,300. Okay, so now we are going to see a correction down, and this correction should be expected to test 3180 or 3210, at least minimum this. If it breaks, then we may see further down towards 3150. So now the same scenario, if we are going to go for a sell, okay, and there's the two levels which we are looking at. Okay, we want to put our stop above 3290. Okay, that is going to be our final stop loss. Then let me get this thing right now. Okay, let me look at 4 hours. Okay. Okay, 4 hours we can take entry at 3274 3284. Remember, I told you we got to put our stop at earlier on I said 32 about 91. Okay, 91. So we would go for we'll go for a two different entries. Okay, one is we'll try to sell at 70 and 85. Okay, let me double check that. Actually, we can sell at 70, 75 or 80. Okay, 75 or 80. Another one at 85. And again, for this, the time we are looking at is if we are looking at 4 hours, then this should be at 11 o'clock. that means another 1 hour 10 minutes, then we go for a sell on this. So then the TP wise, we should be exiting at about 52. Okay, between 52 to 45 to 52. Then the next one would be, of course, lower than the current low, which is 32.30. That means maybe around 31.80 or 31.90. Okay, so now we have the entry levels. So now I want to change this to 75 and 82. Actually, we can put as 80. In fact, I don't know whether you want to take that kind of risk, unless if you feel the risk is high, then you reduce the volume. Okay, reduce the volume. I think that would be the only way. So now we are putting in about $12 because we want to be in the trade and we want to hold the trade. So this is, we go for sell at 3275, $12. You may want to reduce the volume if you feel that the risk is high, and this is, the reward is about $23. So I think it's worth taking that trade. Then we would want to put another trade. Okay, another trade at 85. And remember, 91 is the stop loss. So this can be a day order or GTC order, because this is, you can wait for the price to get filled. Okay, so this one we are putting in, selling at 3285, stop at 3291, and we expect the previous low to break, and we are giving the price target at 3185. Okay, so this is again it all depends. If you feel that the risk is high, then you reduce the volume. So that would be the only another way to manage this trade. So the next trade we are going to look for is gold Aussie. Then after that we look for the Dow. So the gold Aussie. Okay, remember today the rate announcement came out unchanged. So as a result, I think Aussie dollar is still holding firm. So because of unchanged. So now if you look on to the daily, so looking at, I think the top is confirmed at 5866 or 67. Okay, let's see. Yeah, about 5870. Let's take at 5870. So right now we have seen a correction. So now we are going to get a pullback. So we are going to take that entry. So this is compared to the other two currencies or other two crosses, meaning to say the gold US and the gold euro. Gold Aussie looks a bit weaker, because I think one of the reasons is because of the Aussie strength. So we want to place a stop at 53. Okay, 53, and 53 is this level. So we can go for an entry, two entries. One is at selling at 5820, and another level. Okay, let's see where we can get that level. So if you look on retracement of this level, Okay, this is also a similar situation. So we should be looking to sell at 5800 and 5825. Okay, 25. Okay, let's see whether that. Yeah, so I think the stop loss, I think we got to bring it down to 35. Okay, we'll put it as 35 because this is being a weaker compared to the other one. So we will go for a sell at two entries, 5800 and 5825. Okay, 5825. Then the TP should be 5, I think 5775, around that level. Okay, so now we are going to place this order. Okay, we have an order to sell at 5805. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce it to 5800 and 11 and 5775. Okay, which is the current level. And this one, I think the expiry we can give 2 hours from now. Okay, then we would try to go in for another trade. Okay, another entry which is 5 8 5825. Okay, so that is we can put it as GTC order 5825 with a stop at 34. And this one I think we don't put any TP first. We will liaise this later. So we have two entries. Okay, and this is we are going to hold this trade most likely. So we have two entries, so we are trying to go in the direction of the market, and I repeat, we have seen the high or top is confirmed. So at least for the next 1-2 days we expect some weakness to come in. So tonight might be the decision. So probably we have to wait for some strength. Then after US, during the US closing, we should see the market coming down. So that is the reason for us to go for sell and hold. Now let's look at the Dow. Then we would see. Okay, so when we look into the Dow, this market, in fact, on the weekly, this is still in a range, and the range, I think we should not see the price going above 46,520. Okay, we should not see the price going above 46,520. And yesterday was 480. So that might be the most likely high. Okay, most likely high. And currently we are seeing some strength on the 4-hour chart, which is expected to finish in another 2 minutes. So we are going to see this time is going to get finished. So now looking at this, if we are taking this as the high, okay, there's a two probabilities which possibilities which we can trade or we can look at this market. One is we look at this high, so that means we'll go for a sell at around 405. okay, a retracement of this level or extension of this level, which should be around 375 to 380. So I think right now we are seeing at 360, so we try to go for a sell at 380. Then we will we will take this trade as the high is not seen at 480, so probably we may want to put a sell at 520 just in case the market just goes. Okay, just quickly let's put in the trade because the price is approaching the level. So let's put in this trade. Okay, I want to sell Dow. Okay, half lot, $380 and the stop we'll put it as 540. Okay, 540, and the expiry about 1 to 2 hours from now because it's quite close. Okay, the TP I think I'll work later. Okay, so then another trade I want to put in is slightly higher volume because the risk is not that much, so we'll go for one lot and selling at 520 and stop at 645. Okay, and this one expiry we will give about 2 to 3 hours. Okay, we'll give about 2 to 3 hours. So this is 2 to 3 hours. Okay, I think there is a data that's going to come out now, which is Joel's job openings. Okay, came out to be slightly. Let's look into that data. So forecast was 7.19 and came out to be slightly better than forecast, which is 7.23. And the CB consumer confidence came out to be worse than expected. So we have one good data and one bad data. So market might be discount this data because one good and one bad. So we'll just have to keep going. Okay. So now so we have. Let's move back. Okay, let's move back to our trades. Okay, so now we are putting in one to sell at 520, and remember there is a possibility that yesterday's high might be the high, or we may get one more push towards that high today, then the market may fail. So either the market may fail now, or it can go higher than fail. Okay, both are possible at this moment, so we got to be a bit careful on this. Okay, the I think that's about it. Let me just give me the let me give you the price target for the Dow. So if we are expecting this high, lower high, so then we should be expecting the previous low to break towards 46,050. So we have two exit. One is 46,050, another one is 45,950. So these are the two price targets. Okay, so we'll go for conservative first, 46,050, but I'm not sure whether this order is going to get filled. Then the other one is 45,950. Okay, so we have two entries and two stop loss and two exit points. Okay, so I think that's about it. More or less, I think we have discussed on what we want. So if you have any questions, I may want to just answer your questions before I end the session. Okay, I repeat, for the gold, we have seen the top. Okay, we have seen the top, and now we are expecting the price to have a correction. Okay, now the correction has started on the hourly, not yet on the daily. So if you look at the correction, we are getting this. So most likely this price should go up, then should start to come down. So now we are only seeing the correction on the hourly. So chances are we should be seeing at least this low to be tested, which is 3725 or 3735. Okay, so I think that's about it. So you have no questions, then I'll see you all again tomorrow. Okay.